someone were to write their first 10 minutes, what would be 2 things you would tell them?
I should know you.
Okay.
I don't care if the joke is good.
Second,
Wait an unnatural amount of time before you speak. Go up, grab the mic, stool लो, यहाँ पर रखो, फिर audience को देखो.
बोर हो गया मैं थोड़ा.
You have no idea how much you have lived rent free in my head for 2 years.
Ouch. When did you first make out?
And winters in Delhi.
सही है.
D&D flyover.
Noida boy.
Noida boy.
Has to cross Yamuna to feel orgasm.
What's your?
सब अच्छे सेक्स कर ले तो दुनिया तो ठीक ही रहेगी.
अरे bro.
है ना? आपने कब ऐसा सेक्स किया कि दिमाग ही ऐसा हो गया कि dude,
I treat sex like a stand-up comedy show. I'm just like, I hope it was worth it.
I don't know how to end it.
It'll be cheaper next time, I promise you.
I'll play a small instrument to end it.
Do you have interviews where you're just like, I can't wait for this to be over?
Are you talking about this one or the other one?
I love your style of interviewing. I was telling my wife.
What interviews have you seen?
I saw the Arvind Kejriwal interview. So,
I haven't done Arvind Kejriwal.
Oh,
So
yes,
I
you
don't,
have.
I don't know which one you have.
What did I DM you after?
If you're confusing me with someone else,
No, I'm not confusing you with
No.
somebody else. Check your DMs.
I can confuse you for a lot of people then. I don't want to.
You got a lovely style where you throw a chill question and then you throw the curveball. So it's very like, आपको भुट्टा अच्छा लगता है? And the guy's like, हाँ. फिर genocide के बारे में बात करते हैं. I'm like, this guy's damn good.
Crime क्यों होता है समाज में फिर?
I'm like, well done, dude.
No, I think it's the edit.
Yeah.
It's not all the edit.
It's not all the
I used to
edit.
sit on
Can't
the edit at one point.
I edit all my specials. It is.
Yeah.
It's where a thing is made.
Hmm.
Is on the edit. It's not
सही है.
like.
पर ऐसी टेम्पटेशन नहीं होती कि कोई चीज आपको आ गई है, you can train other people to do it and then.
यार मेरा 4 लोगों का टीम है.
सही है.
And वही 4 लोग I think 6 साल हो गए काम कर रहे हैं एक साथ. So we are like we're like a DIY rebel ship. I had a company called Weird Ass, which was 37 people, but we shut down after the pandemic. And
Okay.
these 6 people have done more work.
And has it been more liberating to work with less people?
Yeah, because my company had investment. So when you get invested
अच्छा
in,
बाहर लोगों का पैसा था.
हाँ, and so I mean Indian fund only, but
Yeah.
you're doing 80% of what you want to do, but 20% of stuff that is the highest paying that really doesn't make your soul sing.
To find stuff that pays you well and also like makes the creative artist inside you happy.
That's isn't that it?
Time लगता है ना. आपको तो मिल गया ऐसा लग रहा है. I mean, you are in that direction.
Inshallah, yeah, I'm headed there.
क्या आप भी ऐसी किसी डायरेक्शन में हेडेड हैं जहां आप अपना बिजनेस जहां आपको अपना बिजनेस तो चलाना है लेकिन समझ ही नहीं आ रहा कि भाई इतना अनऑर्गेनाइज्ड ही चलेगा या फिर मार्केट, ये समाज, ये दुनिया एक ऐसा प्रोडक्ट लाएगी, एक ऐसा प्लेटफॉर्म लाएगी जो कि इतना इंटीग्रेटेड है कि आपको बिना लॉगिन, मतलब बिना डिफरेंट लॉगिन आईडीज के बिना सीआरएम संभालना हो, वेबसाइट बनवानी हो या फिर इन्वेंट्री देखनी हो, ऐसी कई बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स और इश्यूज जो आते हैं बिजनेस चलाने में, वो सारे एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे हो जाएं विदाउट नीडिंग डिफरेंट मल्टीपल लॉगिन आईडीज. I present to you Utu. इनकी एक ऐप लाइफ टाइम के लिए फ्री है. तो भाई अगर मेरी बात बढ़िया लगी, चाह रहे हो इस प्लेटफॉर्म को यूज करना, तो नीचे है लिंक, आपको करना है क्लिक. चेक देम आउट मैन, दे आर कॉल्ड Utu.
You comfortable में हिंदी? Like fully comfortable?
Fully comfortable.
Fully comfortable.
Noida, DPS Noida, Sector 15A.
What year was this?
1998.
Is the house still there? Are the
Yeah.
grandparents still there?
Grandparents have passed, but parents
Okay.
are still there.
Okay.
In
The
Noida.
parents are in Noida?
Yeah, Sector 15.
हाँ, वो आपने बता दिया 15 है. House number ही बताना है बस.
So,
अच्छा.
yeah.
The parents live here in Noida?
Yeah, bro, I was just here for my dad's 75th birthday and all of that stuff.
Fantastic.
I love Noida. Have you been?
I have my Nana Nani's house is in Noida, Sector 37.
Kuch bhi kaho. Noida's a vibe, bro.
DPS शरीफ बच्चे.
Sharif bachche.
उस मामले में शरीफ, वैसे तो शरीफ
No,
नहीं.
Noida was very
Yeah?
Sharif. Yeah.
No, I've often crossed the school.
People would say things like, "वो बंदीबाजी करता है," you know. Like if you shaved, remember your puberty mustache?
Yeah.
I shaved it. People were like, "मर्दांगी काटती तूने," you know. So it's very like, like, you know, 90s and Noida.
No, I'm very interested in what kind of a student were you in Noida and DPS?
No, very bad. Yeah, I'm.
आप किस टाइप के लड़के थे तब? कौन सी क्लास से कौन सी क्लास तक थे?
9, 10, 11, 12.
अच्छा, crucial years.
Crucial years.
First girlfriend?
DPS Noida.
है ना?
Yeah,
9th or 10th?
11th.
Made out in the class?
Are you nuts?
What?
No
I
chance.
made out in class. Come on, yaar, come on.
DPS Noida? No chance.
No? Held hands in the class?
Held hands.
Wrote I love you on the textbook.
Got Archie's card with वो प्लास्टिक रोज जो फ्यू रिलीज बजाता था मैं टिंग 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 वो जो बजाता फर्स्ट डेट अप्पू घर भूत बंगला तो बट स्मार्ट बॉय सो डिड रेकी ऑफ भूत बंगला फर्स्ट so that I could be like
सही है.
secure when I took
सही है.
off.
Favorite porn website? नहीं, अगर मैं लेटता हूँ तो कमेंट्स अच्छे नहीं आते.
Bro, जब मैं कॉलेज में था
हाँ.
there used to be a porn website called desibaba.com. I don't know if anybody will remember.
देसी बाबा.
desibaba.com. वो बंद ही हो गया.
Desi Baba sound like something where Kunal Roy Kapoor and Imran Khan would be banging and we would be watching.
They're still on the site, dude. But it was like early days and it was the only site that was available in India in like 2001, 2, 3.
जब modem on होने में time लगता था वो.
So desibaba.com. That's my favorite porn website. Do you remember Debonair magazine?
Debonair मैंने सुना है, मैंने कभी पढ़ी नहीं. मैं young होगा लेकिन उतना exposure वाला समाज में नहीं रहा.
You missed out, bro.
क्या होता था Debonair?
It was not polished photos.
हमारे यहाँ ग्रे शो आती थी.
So Debonair looked like low res.
Okay.
Lighting नहीं था. It just looked like kachak bhago. It was that was.
And it still gave you a hard on.
It still gave you a hard on. You had to Chitravihar. Near that construction site after Archie's Gallery एक magazine वाला बैठता था. Then you had to walk by him once.
अब तो building construct हो गई होगी. हाँ ठीक है.
Then you walk by him twice. And then eventually you'd be like भैया India Today दे दो. And he knew, he's like, लेकिन मैं India Today बेचेगा इसको Debonair के साथ. So it'd make you buy 2 fucking magazines. Then you'd run home. But the magazine in your school bag only you had a hard on because you were fucking 14 years old.
सही है.
So it was a journey. Trans Yamuna.
When did you first make out?
My first time I kissed a girl, I kissed and I bolted.
Oh, like a small kiss?
Small kiss. And then she called me and she's like, you have to give it time and wait for me to kiss you back. But the problem was we were making out in Charmwood village near Badarpur border.
Hi.
Her father didn't know we were making out or that we were seeing each other. So we had to sneak in some stairwell of a building. तो थोड़ा high stakes, low time make out था.
नहीं लंबा make out बताओ ना पहला कब किया?
College, first year Venki.
Venki. सही है.
Yeah, was taught how to kiss by a girl. Nice. Very sweet. In the back of a rickshaw.
Auto rickshaw?
In Dhaula Kuan, she told me, when
Yeah.
we get to Noida, we're making out. I was like, great.
बहुत सही. ऐसी announcements हो जाए लाइफ में तो अच्छा ही रहता है
Great,
यार.
yeah. And winters in Delhi.
सही है.
D&D flyover.
Noida boy.
Noida boy.
Has to cross Yamuna to feel orgasm.
What's your favorite road in Delhi?
I made him laugh. All right. What does a live audience do to you as an artist? What does it mean?
It's the biggest thing, bro. Like, there's nothing bigger. Like, you can't ask me that. There's nothing bigger. I've said this before, but okay. Best moment of a show.
हाँ.
You come to my show.
ठीक है.
Lights will go down. Maybe some ladies and Veerdas, and some music will play. When the lights go down, you'll hear this. Somebody shifting, somebody's cell phone, etc., etc., etc. If you've ever heard like 10,000 people shift, that pressure is really cool.
I'm
You
sure.
realize,
I'm sure.
oh, they Ubered, they got a babysitter, they bought tickets 6 months in advance. Last seat they could afford, they got. Seat they could not afford, they decided to get. They could have watched Diljit, they could have watched Karan Aujla, they could have watched somebody else, they came to you. So they are on the pedestal. Like, that's been my learning. Ki earlier in your comedy career, you're like, these are my jokes. Good night. I'm off to the next this thing. And I've slowly kind of realized how powerful they are.
Full volume. My favorite.
You like full volume best?
Yeah, I rate full volume best.
I-
In terms of, like, I've seen all of them.
Yeah.
How alive I've felt you be.
Yeah.
I think full volume
Yeah.
was
Least rehearsed, least
Yeah.
practiced, most
like
kind of-
unapologetic. Like,
Unapologetic.
this is me, now
Yeah.
take it or leave it.
Yeah.
Is what I felt.
Yeah.
Like, you tell me about your journey.
Hmm.
When you were doing the specials in 17, 18, वो वाले जो specials थे.
I can't watch them anymore. Yeah. You know, I'll be honest with
Why?
you, because it feels like I'm writing what I think people want to hear rather than what I want to say. And it's because I am so overawed by the opportunity that I've pressured myself into limiting my freedom.
बट उसमें भी अच्छा कर रहे थे.
ठीक है, but I'm saying you have to introspect, na? Till date, I can do a 7 on 10 show that the audience will feel is a 10 on 10 show, but I will know it's a 7 on 10 or a 6 on 10 show.
ठीक है.
At the end of the day, इतना तो self aware you have to be as an artist. Stand up के fans नहीं होते, audience होता है. Fans बहुत अलग चीज है कि सेल्फी चाहिए, आप क्यूट हो, ये वो etc etc.
सही है.
Audience आपको any second थप्पड़ मार सकती है and will abandon you at a second if you disappoint them. So you should live in that fear. It's pretty healthy.
It keeps you on the edge.
Keeps you on the edge. Also keeps you saying yes to life.
Life experiences are important.
Very
You're saying.
As important as the writing.
And how do you compartmentalize? Sorry for the interruption, but how do you compartmentalize between the work and life?
Not well.
क्या वो दोनों अलग रह भी पाते हैं या
नहीं,
एक
नहीं,
दूसरे
not
को
at all.
फीड कर रहे हैं बस?
Feed कर रहे हैं यार. Not well. If I have a fight with my wife, it's on stage that evening. You know what I mean? I'm talking about. So my wife.
So you're doing it well.
Yeah.
You're doing it
So
well.
Shivani will be like, in the middle of the fight, she'll be like, yeah, don't you dare talk about this on stage. And then
She's always scared, huh?
She's always scared. And I will, of course. That's par for the course.
सही है.
But not well, yeah. And I wish I handled it better.
Therapy?
Therapy once every 2 weeks now, because I'm.
सही है, अभी सही कर रहे हो.
I did a life coach, yeah.
अच्छा.
I like
ये
that
भी
better than
interesting
therapy.
है. ये भी interesting.
You know, therapy is like this comes from this, and here is the genesis, and blah 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 blah. Life coach is like तू ये कर अगले हफ्ते.
सिंपल है तो ये सिंपल है ना. Do you think वो जो आप जो मल्टी हाइफिनेटेड करियर की बात जो आपने की है एक दो अपने इंटरव्यूज में, you think there's less acceptance here क्योंकि इतने लोगों ने किया ही नहीं है?
Yeah, I think only Farhan gets to be.
Yeah, and before that then Guru Dutt. We have Guru Dutt and Raj Kapoor before that.
तो क्या करूँ, नहीं करूँ.
करना तो है ही ना. करना तो
सपने
है.
आते हैं ना, तो करना चाहता हूँ.
सही है, सही है.
इतना तो करियर है, इतना तो टाइम मिलता है. Where the sun is shining, throw everything at the wall here.
Does legacy matter to you?
If I can create like 3 things that you say after I've died, you still say 3 sentences. Yeah, that's it. I'd love that.
But in what zone do you want to be remembered?
I don't think I'll get to say what it is here.
You will not get to say anything.
Yeah.
After you've done, you're done.
No, but I'm saying even presently, what I think it's going to be, it never is.
सही है.
You know, the shit that I think will go viral never does. The shit I never thought would go viral goes viral. And becomes
ये
the
तो होता
legacy
ही
of
है.
the show. Like,
ये होता ही है.
Landing देखी आपने?
हाँ बिल्कुल.
तो Landing में एक line है, hate is yelled, love is felt. Genuinely, it was an improv because I needed a bridge between 2 jokes. And it feels to everybody like a written
कुछ
thought
तो
out line.
poetic सोचा है.
And I never in a million years predicted that would be the thing.
जिन चीजों से आप फेमस हुए हो, क्या उनमें से कभी ऐसी कोई चीज है जो आप करना नहीं चाह रहे थे, कर दी रिलक्टेंटली, पर उसी से चुप वायरल हो गया आदमी? क्या ऐसा कभी हुआ?
नहीं यार संदेश, I'm pretty intentional.
Okay.
Even like a Mastizade or a
वो
Revolver
तो
Rani or whatever.
intentionally थी.
I wanted to do it. ना, I chose
रिवॉल्वर
it.
रानी तो अच्छी थी, उसमें कोई इतना मस्ती ज्यादा मस्ती ज्यादा एक अलग लेवल है. जो शुरू में रितेश आप और तुषार कर रहे हो ना भाई, वो कुछ that's like B grade cinema.
Yeah, it is.
It is B grade cinema.
Revolver Rani is fun.
Yeah, that's
I
what I've
enjoyed
heard.
working on that
I haven't
movie.
seen it, but from what I've heard, sorry.
It's very early.
Yeah, but I've seen all the specials.
Great.
But to have that thing about having a perfect career. कि पर नोलन ने भी टेनेट तो बनाई है.
But for me, I did not have a perfect career, but because I represented something comedically,
हाँ.
the audience was very smart. They're like, this guy's blatantly inauthentic when he's doing something like this.
सही है.
So
सही है.
you get caught here.
When were you last clean shaven?
Last year,
अच्छा.
I shot something clean shaven. It's called PP Petals, and it's like a Malgudi Days meets Mr. Bean.
ये कहाँ पे आ रहा है? आ चुका है?
We've just shot it.
अच्छा.
So, but I got to do physical gags,
Hmm.
you know, little Chaplin, Mr. Bean, that kind of a thing.
But that's the thing that I saw progressively throughout your specials also, where you were physically and you were more expressive.
Yeah, in this one, last one for sure.
Yeah. वो जो आपने वो भी बजाया.
Kazoo.
Kazoo.
Kazoo,
Yeah.
yeah.
वो जो आपने वो भी बजाया. That's a daring thing to do, man.
Yeah, to end your show on a kazoo is not a.
Yeah.
Because you end you on like
Yeah.
You're like, "Peh, peh, peh,
Yeah.
peh." on happy birthday. It's not an easy.
और वो जो आपने बीच में भी उसे बजाया जब आपने उसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया, I felt like that was well done. That was very well done.
To have this female journalist who used to write reviews come for all my shows. कभी हंसती नहीं थी. तो front row में बैठ के and then at some point I'm like, madam अभी पूरा शो आपके लिए. Like I'm just trying to crack you. Fuck these 3,000 people. Now I'm performing for you, right? She never laughed, and I'm like, why does she keep coming for my shows? So then at some point मैंने पूछा उससे, I was like, मैडम आप आते रहते हैं मेरे shows के लिए, आप कभी हंसती नहीं हो? She's like, मैं कभी हंसती नहीं हूँ. But I enjoy your comedy.
Life में नहीं हंसती.
I just don't laugh out loud.
Who's this person?
I can't tell you, but I'm like, I'm like, you have no idea how much you have lived rent free in my head for 2 years. Because a comedian will obsess about that one person.
अच्छा, हंसाना है.
हंसाना
जरूरी है.
जरूर.
क्या मिलता है हंसा के?
Victory.
Victory क्यों चाहिए?
What is it? A stand-up show is battle, bro. One of us is going to win.
It's a battle.
And who do you think has to win?
The audience.
Yeah.
The audience has to feel like they won, and that everyone wins.
Dude, my biggest heartbreak is my grandfather.
Biggest heartbreak.
So he's IPS officer,
हाँ.
IAS officer, IFS officer, Padma Shri, and he said, "Veer, your work lacks depth." And he didn't get to see a single Netflix special.
Ouch.
I wish, man, like just one. bro.
Ouch. Ouch. पर उनका एनालिसिस सही लग रहा था आपको?
At the time, yeah, for sure. Delhi Belly आ चुकी थी, Gogagon आ चुकी, but I'd never done anything really great stand-up wise.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I'd give anything for him to see some of my work.
But how was he all three? IPS, IFS, IAS?
Started out in IPS in Meerut, worked in the IAS, and then became first Indian ambassador to Bhutan.
ये हुई. आप कभी गए क्या उनके असाइनमेंट पे किसी
नहीं.
और देश में?
Then he was chairman Air India.
He was chairman Air India.
He went into private sector and then he passed.
Air India से कनेक्शन तो यार मुझे पता है. Air India में सबसे पहली मेमोरी क्या है? परदेश फिल्म में जब वो डिसाइड करता है कि वो इंडिया जाने वाले हैं,
Bro,
और वो बोलता है we'll go in Air India.
mine is calendar girl.
Calendar.
In my grandfather's office,
हाँ.
Air India calendar lady, and I'm like, मैं इससे शादी करूँगा.
Was she also in a bikini or was she in a sari?
No, रे, fucking not
Sari.
Kingfisher calendar, it's Air India
Exactly.
calendar. Red sari.
Oh, I thought Malia got inspired by your grandfather.
Malia is not inspired by anything but African people's tunes. That's it. उसको लाएगा वापस वो लोग.
No. For that we have Raj Shamani.
He's a lovely guy.
Yeah.
We did
That's what we say on camera.
I did a podcast with him, but it never aired because it was not long enough.
Like what was his or yours?
Both.
Alright, ठीक है.
But only one of us is a comedian, so you know who's the shorter. You guys need 5 hours apparently at a minimum.
No, I can do 15 minutes also. This year I'm going to say yes to everything. I've decided. Format क्या तेल लेने.
Fuck it, bro.
Format मैं अगर किसी से मिल रहा हूँ.
You and Beer Biceps collab tomorrow.
आई shit यार ये क्या बकचोदी कर दी वीर.
You guys laughing his ass off.
वीर यार. Some people you can't take the same name यार in the same breath.
Bro,
I like him.
बेचारा.
नहीं I like him. I'm joking यार.
Sweet सा है सब. You know, you know, podcast.
You've done a podcast with
I
him?
did his podcast.
Yeah.
He's very sweet.
No, he's sweet यार.
Hello, bro.
Yeah.
You like air? Also, watch your ass because that shit comes around.
नहीं वो सब नहीं करना भाई. अपना करो यार.
Everybody you hate is going to be more powerful than you at some point in life. So, I haven't done a free show in probably
नहीं फ्री शो तो करना ही नहीं चाहिए.
15 years.
फ्री शो क्यों करेगा आदमी? Unless अपने ही दोस्त
बहुत
की
बहाने
शादी
मिलते हैं यार,
अपने
exposure
दोस्त की शादी
मिलेगा।
दोस्त की शादी?
शादी में कभी नहीं करेगा. I don't do weddings, I don't do birthday parties.
No.
No private shows.
सही है. No
Never
money.
works also.
You've done Antilia, which is Mumbai Indians.
Nah, but that's
Mumbai
it.
Indians.
Yeah, but I'm saying once every 5 years,
हाँ.
I'll get offered a wedding or
ठीक
this
है.
thing where पैसा इतना है
हाँ.
that I say yes
ठीक
and
है.
it always dies. I always bomb. And it's like the universe saying, don't get greedy.
ये सब बकचोदी नहीं करने का काम करने का.
For me, buy a ticket, come, stand in line, seal your phone. Front row, I only sell half the front row. So the other half of the front row, I upgrade people from the last rows. So I don't care if you're a VIP, you're sitting next to a last row ka bachcha who's going to laugh at my show. It's one good thing I learned from Springsteen. Springsteen does that. He doesn't sell the whole front row.
सही है.
So imagine the FOMO it creates. You buy tickets to a Bruce Springsteen concert. Anywhere you sit, you have a chance to be in the
बहुत
front
सही
row.
यार ये.
बहुत अच्छा strategy
ये
है
हुई
ना?
ना बातें यार.
So for me, 50% of my front row is given away to people who have sat elsewhere across the board on policy.
सही है. ये कब लिया? कहाँ से लिया?
क्या?
ये?
My wife.
Are you married to a bracelet?
No, yes, my wife Shivani.
All right.
She has
Hi, Shivani.
she's
always
many layers and
been here.
facets.
Okay.
She surrounds my existence. No,
ठीक
she believes in crystals. So I wear that.
Best है.
She's great, yeah. Delhi girl.
कहाँ मिला? DPS?
नहीं, वो मॉडर्न की है तो थोड़ा.
वो मॉडर्न 12 खंबा की है. Oh fuck.
तो
पावर इक्वेशन तो क्लियर है. यहाँ तो ठीक है.
she gate crashed my housewarming party. I was engaged to a girl from Delhi only, and then she had gone to do her MBA. We broke up.
तो उससे ऑलमोस्ट शादी हो गई थी.
Engaged था.
अच्छा.
1400 invites sent out. And then we broke it off. And I was
1400 invites.
Bro, we cancelled everything but the pandit. We forgot. So, fucking 3 months before the wedding, and then on the day of the wedding, Pandit ji, family Pandit, said, "Madam, मैं आ रहा हूँ." But I was just single, and I had not spent money during our MBA. Saying जब वो आएगी तो मैं, I'll spend my savings on our first house together. Then I got a bachelor pad. You know, just retail therapy.
How a separation frees the man inside.
Right?
Yes.
TV, कुछ ऐसा pool table, fucking went for it, right?
सही है.
Thinking there's gonna be ladies.
How old were you?
29.
Best है.
Ladies आएंगे. This is gonna be like an airport. People coming, people going. Housewarming party. I met the love of my life.
Ouch.
So no ladies
सही
came
है.
into that house except for
सही है.
Shivani.
So it's basically a rebound.
We thought it was.
I'm joking, man.
So our friends told us just hook up, please. Rebound. Don't
हाँ, सही
fall
है.
in love.
सही है. सही है.
So she'd come over.
हाँ.
We'd hook up.
हाँ.
We'd have Bavarian chocolate ice cream from Baskin Robbins.
पूरा टब एक साथ.
Huh? Yeah. Smoke a joint and talk about our exes. Great, right? This went on for 5 months.
हाँ.
Talking about our exes less and less and less and less. 5 months later, my ex came back. Said, I'm sorry. And we have a life together. शादी
और इस
कर ली.
लड़की का पैटर्न था पहले भी.
And I took her back.
हाँ.
So I went to Shivani. And I'm like, I have a whole life, I have a whole wedding, I'm sorry.
हाँ.
And I said goodbye. And then Shivani gave me a book that she had written in about love.
Okay.
6 female authors talking about love. I read that book on the flight to Delhi to my fiance. I realized I'm in love with this girl. So I landed, went to her house, broke off with her, got back to Mumbai, took the flight the same night, got back to Shivani's door by 3 a.m. and said I'm in love with you. So same night.
मुंडा आशिक है यार.
क्या है?
मुंडा आशिक है पे.
For sure, for sure. दिल्ली का ट्रेनिंग है.
हाँ यार.
बनता है.
नहीं ये तो फील आ गई ना. ये तो सच में इमोशनल हो गए हम. Fine,
You're
man.
not a big romantic.
नहीं नहीं अपन तो न्यूयॉर्क चले जाते हैं 8 घंटे के नोटिस पे. माय गर्लफ्रेंड लिव्स इन न्यूयॉर्क.
Oh,
तो मैं तो ऐसे ही चले जाता हूँ. अभी सोच रहा हूँ आज रात निकल जाऊँ.
Air India.
या एयर इंडिया, यूनाइटेड एंड अमेरिकन, यही 3 जाती हैं.
Air India, bro.
non-stop.
Newark
नहीं,
direct.
एयर इंडिया तो बेस्ट है.
Bro, जो खाना मिलता है ना एयर इंडिया पे.
और एक दिन तो मैं बिजनेस में चला गया था और मैं इतना अमीर हूँ भी नहीं.
Best.
वर्ल्ड ओवर तो रिलेशनशिप्स को बहुत अलग अलग पर्सपेक्टिव से देखा जाता है वीर. मतलब मर्द और औरत के रिश्ते हो या फिर एक यंग पीपल इन मोनोगमस रिलेशनशिप्स और ओपन रिलेशनशिप्स. आपको क्या समझ आता है इंसानों के बारे में?
I'm older तो थोड़ा traditional हूँ in terms of I believe in marriage as a concept.
ठीक है.
Uh,
It could be open though.
I believe in same-sex marriage as much as I believe in opposite-sex marriage.
सही है.
But I like a marriage.
सही है.
You know, I like the difference between I think our generation and the generations below us is हम अपना हर need एक person से satisfy करने की कोशिश करते हैं.
हाँ, जो कि सही नहीं है.
उनके हर need के लिए एक दूसरा person है. You know what I mean? Like,
ये भी ठीक है.
so I like the journey of life is trying to meet the needs of another person, albeit not well. I'm a fan of that.
आप कह रहे हो किसी और की नीड्स के लिए जीवन जीने के आप फैन हो.
Yeah, man.
नहीं मैं एग्री कर रहा हूँ.
I mean,
I'm also 93 only. I'm
yeah,
not 98 born.
yeah, but like पूरी दुनिया चूतिया बुलाएगी मेरे को. I think that's life. Yeah.
समझ आता है आपको ये पॉलीएमरस समाज या ओपन रिलेशनशिप का कॉन्सेप्ट?
I have one friend who's polyamorous.
Okay.
She seems very happy.
You clearly don't know any of her friends.
She's with a boy and a girl.
Okay.
They live together.
Okay. Bombay?
Bombay.
Okay.
They seem quite happy with each other. I couldn't do it. It's not for me. But what they have is far more than physical. I want to give them that.
of course
you know, that
सिर्फ
difference.
सेक्स नहीं चल रहा है,
Yeah.
सेक्स भी चल रहा है,
Sex
अच्छी
भी
बात
चल
है,
रहा है.
चलते रहना चाहिए.
But yeah, it's something else only altogether. It's like an auto rickshaw. 3 people are in the rickshaw.
सही है.
One person has to drive at some point. पीछे सिर्फ 2 लोग आ सकते हैं.
सही है,
It keeps
सही है.
rotating.
सही है.
At some point कोई और रिक्शा चला रहा है. You know what I mean? That's the this thing. Maybe that's.
Yeah, हो सकता है. I think you can develop it further.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
अच्छा चल रहा है, अच्छा चल रहा है. Also be a limousine. Are you clearer than ever before?
No, I'm very conflicted. But if I dream about it, me it's all dreams. I wake up at like 7 and I write what I've just dreamt about.
Every day?
Every day.
Fantastic.
So I've got a little studio that is like maybe 100 meters away from my house.
हाँ,
So I wake up, I tell Shivani I love her and I leave the house immediately.
ठीक है.
And I write for 2.5 hours what I've just dreamt. 1 out of every 6 dreams is a nightmare.
Okay.
Very cinematic.
Okay.
Jib shot है, soundtrack है,
ठीक है, सब चल रहा
score
है.
है, सब चल रहा
सब चल रहा है.
है.
Absurd edit होता है आपकी ड्रीम्स का या नॉर्मल चलता है, लीनियर नॉर्मल?
No, absurd है, but anything I've ever made, I've dreamt. Anything. It starts from there.
और ये कब हुआ, ये स्पेस कब बनाया?
There's always been a space.
Okay.
I've just moved back to Bombay a year and a half ago.
Okay.
But I've been doing this for 10 years. My peak flow state is just out of bed, bina susu, bina potty, bina brush teeth, बैठो.
And what was the process before this? Was there any process or was it just chaos?
जहाँ से काम मिल
Was
रहा
it just a young guy hustling?
है. Just a young guy. Whoever will pay attention to me, please give
ठीक
me
है,
work.
सही है.
So yeah.
And are there parts where you stop your mind from going? क्योंकि दिमाग तो कहीं भी जा सकता है.
No.
नहीं?
No. Intrusive thoughts, you have to entertain a little bit.
Okay.
Not act upon, but you have to entertain.
Sure.
Otherwise, how will you get to absurd? As a comic,
हाँ,
right? Like if you, there's a bit in the special where somebody gave me a massage.
हाँ.
This myofacial release, etc., etc. In my mind, हमारी पूरी love कहानी बन गई है. This, you know, German masseuse and me. You have to entertain that thought, no? कि we are,
सही बात है.
you know, we are now 80 and married with each other, having a cup of chamomile tea. You have to keep going down the rabbit hole of your mind. नहीं तो कुछ, what will you write?
अकेलापन तो होता होगा स्टैंड अप में.
That's why directing's fun. Suddenly यार 200 लोग हैं, they're making you better.
सही है.
Stand-up's very isolating. The cliche of comedians and loneliness and all is very true. It's not a unfair cliche.
कौन है जो खुश रहता है कॉमेडियन? No, you could have named yourself, dude.
I'm not.
You're not happy?
I struggle with sadness.
Yeah?
Very much so. Yeah, it's in my art.
What is making you sad these days?
No, see, not all of my eggs are in the work validation basket. Not all of my eggs are in the marriage validation basket. So,
Sahi hai.
so my sadness is sometimes not a reaction. It just is. There are days when I wake up sad. And I work out twice that day to get endorphins up.
Sahi hai.
I'll journal that day. But it's
वो चलता रहता है अपना.
a body part.
You write every day.
Every single day.
और शुरू के 2 घंटे लिखते हो, उसके बाद क्या उस पे ही सोचते हो या उस पे बिल्ड करते हो?
Then we're doing things. We're producing things. Then there's things to do.
Got it.
But
Do
every
you,
single.
do you take on multiple things in one day या फिर कभी-कभी?
Yeah, you're not understanding. I've waited so long to be this exhausted. I've sat on my ass for 10 years with nobody willing to listen to my ideas.
सही है.
And now they are.
अब टाइम आया.
It's time to go.
धूप है, अपन धूप सेक रहे हैं मजे से.
और आएगा क्लाउड बहुत जल्दी.
हाँ, क्लाउड भी तो आना ही है,
So
आते
it's
रहने
time.
चाहिए.
Very much so.
आपको तो नहीं पता था कि कौन रास्ते पे इस रास्ते पे तो कोई नहीं निकला था कभी.
क्या?
जिस रास्ते पे आप निकले हो. You weren't the first dinosaur, but अब जिस शेप में आ गई है,
हाँ.
इन में से तो बहुत सारे लोग आप ही को मानते हैं कि आप थे, और whatever word they may choose, you know.
I don't know even अगर मानते हैं यार, because the thing is मेरा
कुछ
इतना
तो मानते ही हैं.
जल्दी शुरू हुआ.
हाँ.
And then जो मेरे नीचे का जनरेशन है ना, रोहन तन्मय वगैरह वगैरह, they really founded a lot of comedians
सही,
underneath
सही,
them.
सही.
By that time मैं movies करने लगा या
पर
travel करने
वो
लगा.
कड़ी जुड़ती चली गई.
Yeah, exactly.
सबका अपना कंट्रीब्यूशन है.
Yeah,
आज की
exactly.
जनरेशन का भी है.
Yeah.
और नेटफ्लिक्स का फर्स्ट स्पेशल भी आप ही का था इंडिया में से.
Yeah.
For me, what's interesting about that is no one had done it. One of the interesting things,
Yeah.
obviously और भी हैं. तो I don't know, just how do you make choices then? Like what kind of
You don't-
doubts?
You don't make choices, dude.
What kind of doubts does it put in your mind?
No doubts. There's nothing to lose really. No?
Chill, na.
At the end of the day, अगर किसी ने किया नहीं है, there's nothing to lose.
Do you think about competition at all? No, you have in the past. A younger Veer Das would. नहीं, बेहतरीन बात है. You come back to your answer.
किसी इंडियन कमेडियन ने कार्नेगी हॉल नहीं किया.
ठीक है.
मैंने किया.
ठीक.
Alright. तो कार्नेगी एक ऐसा माहौल है जहाँ you cannot book Carnegie Hall.
सही है.
Carnegie Hall chooses you.
सही है.
You do not get to choose Carnegie.
It's like the sorting hat.
Yeah, right. So
सही है.
they have a certain decision-making power in that. They've never changed their set. तो एक grand piano है, lighting एक ही है, and you're like, can I move the piano a little bit? We are Carnegie Hall. No. Can I bring the lighting down a little bit so I can focus on? We are Carnegie Hall. Can we start a little bit later because 4,000 Indians are coming here for the first time? We are Carnegie Hall. No. Nothing to lose, na, in that moment. So you sit quietly. Shows at 8 o'clock. Then at 8:05 they come to my green room and they're like, there's nobody here. And I'm like, we are Mumbai, come. Then we started at 8:30
सही है. सही
at Carnegie Hall. That's the first. I'm only giving you an
सही है.
example.
सही है.
You know, कि उसमें what do I have to lose? Really?
हाँ सही है जो चल रहा है.
They'll never call me back to Carnegie Hall. It's okay. They weren't calling me in the first place. If you think about it.
Overwhelmed कब हुए थे last?
Amul ad.
Amul ad.
Emmy जीता.
हाँ.
वापस आया. I was on a Amul hoarding and it said our eminent comedian. मैं फूट के रोया.
बड़ी
फूट
बात
के.
है. बड़ी
Bigger
बात
than Emmy. Bigger than
सही
Emmy.
है सही. अमूल यार.
Yeah, Amul.
अमूल.
You know, I did KBC.
हाँ, अरे.
I met Mr. Bachchan.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't cry, but I was very overwhelmed
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it means the world to me to see him.
Fantastic that.
You know, so like I'll cry once every 10 days nicely.
सही है.
It's healthy. Yeah, no?
It is. You should.
But I don't cry. over
आँखों का
sadness.
orgasm भी जरूरी
I
है.
cry more out of happiness than sadness.
What else
Is
is
that what
crying?
you think crying is an eye orgasm?
What else is? Or an orgasm could be a dick crying. In your only आप ही के किसी set पे तो था where you are crying, but if you अगर mute पे देखो.
Ah, it looks like an orgasm.
That's where I got the idea
that's
from.
where you got the. I get it.
Yeah.
All I'm thinking about in my mind right now is if the dick is crying, what are the balls? You know what I mean? And
सोचा
that is,
जाए.
है ना?
सोचा
तो
जाए.
फिर तो balls तुम्हारा दिल है.
बहुत तो नहीं है क्या? नहीं है क्या? वीरदास कमान क्या नहीं है?
तो अगर dick रो रहा है तो balls तुम्हारे दिल है. और फिर गांड तुम्हारा soul है. तो गांड is soul, balls are दिल, and dick is eyes. And that is the. Bro, we've cracked something here today.
Cracked is the right way to put it. अरे यार.
I bet you, when you were doing your Imran Khan podcast, you never thought you'd be talking about this shit.
बोर हो गया मैं थोड़ा.
Huh?
नहीं अच्छा चल रहा है.
But he was so good. He's so good looking.
यार वो तो
It's
मैंने उनको 4 बार बोला है.
Depressing, dude. Another time I was overwhelmed was when they put me on the wall at the cellar.
When did they do that?
Okay, I'm going to boast because I'm proud of it.
नहीं वो करो यार. और क्या किया आपने 3 घंटे?
I'm one of the quickest people to ever get on the wall in the cellar. 3 months in, I was on the wall.
Wow.
And that takes a while. So I was not there when it happened.
That's how much they won the Indian audience.
There you go. There you go. I've brought some Indian audiences to
Of
the
course
cellar.
you have, dude.
But it's nice. It's Rock, Seinfeld, this, that. मेरा छोटा सा picture है. I like-
Favorite Indian restaurant in New York?
Hi.
आप बता दे यार.
Paisley.
ये कहाँ पे? बहुत महंगा होगा, मैं नहीं जा पाऊंगा.
नहीं महंगा नहीं.
मैं बंगलो में नहीं घुस पाया हूँ अभी तक.
ट्राइबेका में
हाँ.
लेकिन एक मोती महल का शेफ वहाँ पर जाके खोल चुका है. So,
आपका नाम क्या होता है?
Paisley.
Paisley.
And try Vikas Khanna's restaurant. It's actually good.
No, वही मुझे reservation नहीं मिला अभी तक.
How are you not getting a reservation at Vikas Khanna's restaurant?
क्या-
Just go and do a. I'll get you a reservation.
यार I don't do connections and stuff. I never do it.
Okay.
वो मुझे समझ नहीं आता वो गेम कि करना है कि नहीं करना. Because then if I am asking for a favor, then I owe them a favor.
No, that's not the system.
नहीं सिस्टम
No.
सेलिब्रिटीज का सिस्टम क्या? आज मुझे वीर समझा दे यार. आज मुझे समझा दे.
Okay. Ask for the favor.
हाँ,
Okay.
हाँ.
If response is immediate, you'll get the favor. Give the universe time.
सही है.
They will ask for a favor in 1 month.
सही.
Now,
Which will be easy to fulfill.
if they don't ask for a favor in 1 month, you owe them nothing.
1 month का time.
Yeah, 1 month ka time.
And this timeline depends on the stature of the celebrity. Like Salman Khan can get back to you in 5 years. Like Salman Khan can ask for a favor anytime from anyone.
Yeah, exactly. But then that you, I've never met Salman Khan for more than 30 seconds. You never met Salman Khan.
I will never meet him for more than
But
30
at this
seconds.
point, we both owe him a favor.
Because we're Hindus or we're Indians?
Because we exist.
Because he wasn't driving the car.
Because we exist.
सही है.
If you exist, you owe Salman, Shah Rukh and Amir a favor.
सही
There
है.
you go.
यार ये जो वीर जो बोलते हैं कि इंडियंस में सिविक सेंस कम होती है, क्या आपका क्या है इसमें?
Define civic sense for me, and then I'll tell you.
ओके, पर आप ही दुनिया घूमते तो आप ही बताओ सिविक सेंस क्या होती है, मैं क्या बताऊंगा आपको?
Indians who go abroad act up a little bit more sometimes than Indians over here. Have you noticed that?
Like act up as in?
I've not seen shoplifting videos from Mumbai. Have you?
नहीं इतना तो नहीं देखी, क्योंकि हमने नॉर्मलाइज कर दिया ना, हमारे यहाँ तो हो ही रहा है.
नहीं यार. Where is normalized? You would have seen one, no, from
सही है,
Mumbai.
सही है. तो आप कह रहे हो जो बाहर जाते हैं वही साले पागल है.
I don't know.
अपनी तो ऑडियंस है वो.
Like I've gone to PVR or whatever
हाँ.
in Mumbai. कोई 3D glasses चुराता नहीं है वहाँ पर.
मन तो किया मेरा.
हाँ right.
मन मेरा किया है.
वो बाहर मैंने देखा है वो 3D glasses ऐसे पॉकेट में मस्त लेके
है,
जा रहा है.
ऐसा हो जाता
है. I don't know what happens to us.
Your favorite city outside India? एक जल्दी से एक लिस्ट बताओ. How many cities have you lived in outside India?
Outside India, Lagos,
Lagos
Nigeria.
हो गया, हाँ.
Knox College, Galesburg,
हाँ,
Illinois.
ठीक है, सही है. Illinois.
Chicago,
हाँ,
Montgomery, Alabama.
सही है.
New York City,
हाँ,
New Jersey,
हाँ.
London.
न्यू जर्सी भी रहे?
Uh-huh.
क्यों?
I was dating a girl.
Why would anyone live in Jersey?
Exactly.
Yeah.
After Jersey, came back to Delhi, Mumbai after that.
हाँ.
And then Prague for 8 months.
अच्छा.
Shot a TV show in Prague. And then that's it, yeah. India only.
मुझे पता नहीं क्यों लगा आप स्कैंडिनेविया में रहे होगे कहीं.
नहीं रे.
मुझे लगा आप 2 साल का ही रहे होगे.
नहीं, Prague. I shot a TV show in Prague.
Yeah, I've heard the Prague story.
Bro.
सही जगह है.
नहीं रे. If you like
नहीं.
chimney cake and prostitutes, then you can live in Prague for more than 2
I'll think
months.
about it. Does sound like my kind of place.
Otherwise, it's not the best place.
Okay.
I didn't. It's very cold. People are nice, but it's too cold.
You performed in a lot of countries. In about
Last tour was 32 countries.
सही है.
I've been everywhere, bro. Barring South America and Antarctica.
साउथ अमेरिका नहीं गए?
I've been. I'm not performed.
परफॉर्म नहीं किया.
मैंने पूरी दुनिया 3 बार देखी. Nobody like I don't know anybody else who can say that. It's a privilege, bro.
Fantastic.
I've been
man.
everywhere. I've seen very little,
हाँ. But
But
you've
I've-
been around.
but I've been around.
You've been around.
Yeah.
You've been around for work.
I've tasted a lot of the world.
सही है.
You know, like Shivani and me, we started doing this thing 5 years ago. No check-in luggage, for me at least.
अच्छा. चाहे सर्दी हो जितनी भी.
Sweater,
हाँ,
jacket,
ठीक.
thermal,
हाँ.
workout shorts, the thermal to wear under the workout shorts, pajama, 3 t-shirts,
That's it.
no shopping. Travel well, stay well, spend on music, food and experiences.
Best है.
तो जाएंगे फर्स्ट क्लास, पैसा कमाया है, अच्छे होटल में रहेंगे, बेस्ट रेस्टोरेंट दैट वी लाइक वील ईट, फ्रंट रो सीट्स टू अ शो, बाय बुक्स, शिप देम होम फ्रॉम वेयरएवर वी आर, बट वी आर नॉट बाइंग ब्रांड्स और लुई विटॉन समथिंग एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. जब वो शॉपिंग निकल जाते हैं ना,
हाँ.
you get 6 more hours in every country that you're in. Yeah.
सही है. And you get much more money
You
too.
get much more money to this thing. So
सही
that's
है.
a better way to see the world.
कौन से शहर जाना चाहिए दुनिया के 4 शहर बता दो अगर कॉमेडी में कोई घुस रहा है या कॉमेडी
comedy में घुस रहा है?
हाँ, अगर कोई कॉमेडी का आर्टिस्ट है और उसको फील करना है, या फेस्टिवल बताओ या शहर बताओ या सीन ही बता दो कि भाई
लंदन जाओ,
लंदन-
वहाँ से एडिनबरा फ्रिंज फेस्टिवल करो, क्योंकि जैसे थिएटर घुसती है ना कॉमेडी में, मोनोलॉगिंग, नैरेटिव, स्टोरी टेलिंग, वो आपको वहाँ से मिलेगी.
एडिनबरा तो. और लंदन जाके कुछ करना है? लंदन सिर्फ एडिनबरा जाने के लिए गए थे.
एडिनबरा जाने के लिए.
ठीक है.
Fuck London.
एडिनबरा की फ्लाइट ले ले यार. क्या
Alright, ऑस्ट्रेलिया जाओ,
ऑस्ट्रेलिया में कहाँ?
मेलबर्न, सेल्फ डेप्रिकेटिंग ह्यूमर ऑस्ट्रेलियंस का सबसे अच्छा है.
सही है.
बेंगलुरु,
अच्छा।
अंडरग्राउंड कॉमेडी सीन, बेस्ट ओपन माइक कॉमेडी सीन इन इंडिया राइट नाउ.
अच्छा।
बेंगलुरु एंड प्रॉपर क्लब कॉमेडी.
मोस्टली इंग्लिश,
नो,
कन्नड़ा, हिंदी भी होता है.
Yeah.
अच्छा.
so do Bengaluru, and then I would say New York City.
न्यूयॉर्क तो है ही है.
If you want to know if you're good,
अच्छा, वहाँ जाके कर दो. When was the last time you were drunk? You were like shit drunk and puked your guts out?
be arrogant, but I'll say it. I won an Emmy.
You did.
And we had a success party at home.
Who were you drinking at home?
Yeah, my wife. And then we got a small restaurant in Bandra, and
Sahi
then
hai.
we had that night out.
Oh, so the party happened in Bombay.
Yeah, we came back. Oh, celebrate over there, dude.
Sahi hai.
Celebrated here.
Oh, I thought you must have a house there also.
I don't
You,
like
you don't
that.
have a house in each continent?
No, I don't have a house. You are overestimating my income, sir.
I'm overestimating your real estate ambition.
Bro, I'll tell you a funny story. So
हाँ.
we did a corporate show.
ठीक है.
I won't tell you where.
हाँ.
All right.
बता दो.
But it was a garments billionaire.
Okay. इंडिया में था?
नहीं बात.
अच्छा.
NRI.
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
कितने पैसे मिलते हैं ऐसे शो के?
मिलते.
अच्छा, एक एस्टिमेट तो दे दे यार, प्लीज ना.
Guess कर. I'll tell you if you're close or not.
यार करोड़ों में मिल रहे हैं क्या?
नहीं, for one night, are you crazy?
I don't know
I'm
यार।
not banging him, bro. What are you talking?
बैंगिंग तो 100 करोड़ तक। How much would you bang a dude for?
I wouldn't.
No?
No,
Is that a derogatory, offensive question?
no, not at all. I just no.
Good looking guy. Good looking guy. Someone you would ordinarily fuck also.
I'll dance naked. Chal.
Dance naked.
Yeah. Perform करेगा।
and like touch dance, like you get to sit
The
on
price will escalate through the course of the evening.
but how much for a lap dance?
Like $20 million.
$20 million, 20 लाख डॉलर कितने हुए? 16 करोड़ या
I said some 200 crore.
200 crore.
Imagine the skill level I would have to have for a 200 crore lap
To
dance.
justify, man, to justify. हाँ, so you were doing a corporate show.
तो garment billionaire,
हाँ.
and I googled his website and it said garments billionaire. So red flag number 1.
Okay.
Alright. So we arrive at the airport and his nephew's there.
हाँ.
And he tells my manager, he's like, तो सर वीर सर का शो कल रात को 10 बजे है. He's doing 45 minutes. एक briefing होगा at about 5 o'clock कि क्या होगा क्या नहीं होगा. We'll see you at the office at 9 o'clock in the morning.
ठीक है.
So I was like, no, you booked me for the evening. And this nephew is like, नहीं, चाचा जी ने बोला है कि वीर सर को आना पड़ेगा, पूरा बोर्ड बैठेगा. So I'm like, if you hire Chris Martin for a concert,
Yeah.
वो तेरे ऑफिस में फाइलिंग थोड़ी ना करता है सुबह आके. So my manager told this Gen Z nephew, no. Watching these two communicate with each other is like watching two whales in an ocean. No, bro. Please, bro. मैं सो गया. अभी उठा सुबह and my manager Aditya calls and he's like, Veer, the whole board is waiting for you at the office.
हाँ.
So I'm like, did you tell them no? He's like, yeah. So I got on the Zoom call. This guy, let's call him Mr. Gupta for whatever, and the whole board are sitting there. So he's like, Mr. Das, I've never waited 2 hours for anybody in my whole life. So I'm like, Mr. Gupta, you have hired me for jokes, not joining your company. He said, then why have you come to this city? So मैं भड़क गया थोड़ा सा. I said, sir, with respect, I'll pay you back what you've spent on my ticket. I'll pay you back what you've spent on my hotel. And if you give me an advance, they'll all come to you in half an hour. If you want my jokes, I'd be honored to entertain you. But please don't talk to me that way. Please don't yell at me in front of your board. So he said, if you want, you can leave. So I said, okay, I'll leave. I cut the call. Now, Aditya gets a call.
Yeah.
Mr. Gupta does not know I'm there. He's on speaker. He's like, तू जानता नहीं है तूने किसके साथ पंगा लिया है. मैं कोई नॉर्मल बिलियनर नहीं हूँ. आधे घंटे में तेरे होटल में लोग आएंगे. तेरा फैमिली कभी तेरे को देखेगा नहीं बेंचो. तेरे आर्टिस्ट के पास आधा घंटा है सॉरी बोलने के लिए. तो अब हमने सूटकेस पैक करके भागे हैं हम.
मिडिल ईस्ट.
यू गैस.
अरे बता ना यार, ये सब तो मिडिल ईस्ट में ही हो रहा हो.
तो उसका नेफ्यू अभी आदित्य को कॉल कर रहा है
हाँ.
ऑन वीडियो. किधर है ब्रो, हम होटल पे आए एटसेट्रा एटसेट्रा. On video, we can see he's standing in my hotel room.
Oh shoot.
So then we start getting a call from VIPs in India saying, no, Veer, please go back. Mr. Gupta has personally guaranteed your safety. I'm like, Bencho, he personally threatened my safety. I'm not going
ये
back.
VIP कौन है? अच्छा, ऐसा भी चलता है. ठीक है. Interesting बात हो रही
We
है.
fled here.
How long was the flight back to India?
Between 3 and 5 hours.
ठीक है, सही है. But these billionaires wearing like white robes.
No.
Oh no.
But you got to be careful, man.
With billionaires.
In general, as a comedian, you're only one guy, no?
हाँ.
If you're an actor, थोड़ा entourage जाता है. If
सही
you're
है.
this thing थोड़ा.
But ultimately तो अकेले ही हो, unless you're Salman Khan level stature.
Disagree.
Okay.
Theatre troupe, there's 5 of you. Just
नहीं,
me
पर
and Aditya.
सिस्टम के आगे वीर, मैं बोल रहा हूँ सिस्टम के आगे.
हाँ.
अगर वो आपकी गांड मारना ही चाहे, सॉरी फॉर द लैंग्वेज, बट अगर मारना ही चाहे तो फिर क्या ही है.
I think there's a line.
हाँ.
You know, and at the front of the line, there's an ass whooping.
ठीक है.
And then you join the back of the line. And in public life, you will come to the front of the line once.
ठीक है.
And then just pray that there are enough people in line. कि वापस ना आना पहले. But एक बार तो आओगे ही आओगे.
सही है.
मार तो पड़ेगी ही पड़ेगी.
वो समाज का खेल है.
Distraction cycle का भी खेल है. सब कुछ है.
What is your insecurity? Top insecurity? और क्या रही है? ये भी बताओ कि बचपन में क्या थी?
बचपन में यार acceptance.
किस चीज?
दोस्त आएंगे कि नहीं, you know, I'm loser kid, not popular.
ठीक है.
Academics, I'm
Bullied?
हाँ?
Bullied?
Oh,
हैं?
like you
Like
can-
heavy?
Like heavy.
क्या मतलब? कुछ अगर बता सको, अगर बताना चाहो.
Bullying bordering on physical abuse. So that is partly why I left boarding school as well.
सही है इंसनार
In Sanar, being the kid from Africa in a North Indian boarding school is not a recipe for acceptance. Then being good, I found performance when I was like 21.
सही है
Then to be undeniable.
What is your relationship with your looks, with your face and how it looks?
I am vain, but I work in an industry that grounds me every day. Because you don't get to, like even in my movie, there's Amir Khan and Mona Singh and Imran Khan.
सही
मैं
है
कितना आएगा मेरा jawline? Fuck off. You know, you're in a frame with
सही
these
है,
guys. So,
सही है
you know, so
सही
you
है.
don't get to be vain when you're 5'8" from Noida, 5'7.5" from Noida.
Can you be not caring about your look and not have a flat belly, for instance, and still be a movie star in Mumbai?
You can be a comedian for sure.
है ना? You
Right.
can be a comedian.
Yeah, but yeah, Pankaj Tripathi,
सही है सही
Manoj
है.
Vajpayee, fit. Manoj Vajpayee is
हाँ,
very fit.
मनोज
but-
पावा ही देख लो फिर अगर
Manoj
मूवी
Pa-
स्टार बोलना है.
But I'm saying Manoj Vajpayee is headlining 3 projects.
But he's damn fit, man.
But he's not quintessentially you can't put him and Hrithik in the
हाँ
same.
पर आदमी सुकड़ा है यार एकदम.
हाँ वो ठीक है.
उतना करना पड़ता है
उतना
ना.
करना पड़ता है for sure. क्या?
यार पर एक एस्थेटिक मेरे को लगता है वीर आज की डेट में एक वेस्टर्न आइडिया एस्थेटिक का. You know how विराट कोहली looks?
Yeah.
मतलब does every celebrity need to have a ripped body is what I'm asking essentially. तो कर
He
रहा
is the definition of what to aspire to. So he has to have the body to aspire to.
सही है
Right? At
सही
the
है
end of the day.
सही है.
I think at a hero level
हाँ
or this thing level, if you are going to headline a mainstream genre of movie
हाँ
that plays on aspirational tropes
सही
of
है,
this
सही
thing, you have to have the looks and the body to aspire towards at some level.
yeah. Theo Von या Rogan? Who has a better podcast? I love Theo Von's podcast.
I like him better too.
है ना?
Because he's unplanned.
Chill vibe है उसकी काफी.
नहीं वो सीख रहा है. I like a podcast where the other guy learns,
Yeah.
where the host learns with the guy. That's the best podcast. No, I don't attribute Theo Von to any ideology,
Correct.
any
correct.
this thing. So it's open.
Correct.
It's
correct,
completely open.
Correct. He's
Rogan,
bouncing off everything.
yeah, Rogan. I know where he's coming from. It's a particular leaning alpha male kind
सही
of a space. So yeah.
सही है.
What comedians do you watch?
मैं ना sketches में ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड रहता हूँ. I love Monty Python. I love going back to those.
Holy
I love
grail.
going back to Blackadder.
You like Monty Python?
Yeah.
You're going to love Happy Birthday.
ठीक है. All
Fuck
right.
yeah,
All
bro.
right.
You're gonna love Happy Birthday.
All right.
Great. I'm
Yeah,
happy.
yeah. No, I'll watch it. I'll definitely watch it. I love Blackadder.
Oh, the last season of Blackadder.
हाँ.
No, yeah, the one where they're in the trenches in
हाँ
World War One.
yeah.
That's the
आजकल
best
मैं वही देख रहा हूँ
Yeah.
एक्चुअली. कॉमेडियन में मेरे को उपमन्यु बहुत अच्छा लगता है.
हाँ.
मैं बस्सी की स्टोरी में जा नहीं पाता हूँ. I get the appeal.
Yeah, I do
I
too.
don't travel well with बस्सी. वो मेरी भाषा भी नहीं है थोड़ी.
I think यार दो तरीके के comedians होते हैं, right? Either, oh my God, he said what I knew,
ठीक है सही है.
what I thought of,
हाँ
right? Which is why I think engineering students
हाँ.
like a certain kind of comedy that reaffirms their knowledge
सही है.
and reaffirms their
इस
life
पे भी
experience.
जोक मार दिया.
इस पे भी जोक मार दिया.
हाँ, ठीक है.
ये तो मैं जानता था.
हाँ ठीक है.
Right? But there are certain comedians who take you where you don't want to go or what you don't know.
सही है.
I think I'm the second kind, but I'm more absurd. So I lack relatability,
हाँ.
but hopefully it's just as fun.
What is the key to being funny, Veer?
Losing.
Losing. What kind of loss?
You ever seen a comedian tell a story where he's the coolest person in the story?
Maybe Chappelle now. Maybe.
Is it funny?
I know you don't find it funny. That's why I said it.
मैंने उसको ये बोल दिया और फिर
अच्छा.
have to lose. This is a hero
हाँ.
you want to be because you see something you want to be.
सही है.
A comedian you have to see yourself in.
कि यही तो हो रहा है मेरे साथ. आपके कौन आइकन्स थे जब आप बड़े हो रहे थे इन कॉमेडी?
Carlin, Chappelle, Pryor,
जो Chappelle भी ऐड हो गया.
Johnny Lever, and then you watch Loose Talk.
हाँ हाँ of course यार of course dude. बेहतरीन.
I like committing to a character in life also. It's great.
Yeah.
You
It's
know,
got something to it.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Crazy.
like
आपको करना है कभी ऐसा कुछ काम? या आप अभी वही कर रहे हो और असली वीरदास को हम जानते ही नहीं है. कैसा क्या?
No, that's another level of. That's more clowning than comedy.
Clowning?
Clowning.
आपको करनी है? वर्कशॉप की है कभी? की होगी एक दो तो, कोई आ गया होगा आंद्रेस
ड्रामा स्कूल
अर्जेंटीना से।
तो in drama school I did lots of
नहीं
clowning
उसके
there.
बाद आई एम सेइंग इन द
No, no.
आफ्टर स्कूल।
No.
नो, इंडिया का कॉमेडी सीन इवॉल्व तो कर रहा है बहुत सालों से, पर प्रोग्रेशन की इस लड़ी में आप कहाँ देखते हो इसको? एवोल्यूशन की स्टेज में अभी कहाँ पहुंचा है इंडिया का कॉमेडी सीन?
Attention span का problem है, you know.
वो तो दुनिया में ही चल रहा है उसकी
हाँ,
वजह
but
से।
unfortunately we have started to peak as a scene when
सही है।
attention span is at its lowest.
सही है।
The crisscross is not good.
हाँ, तो इससे क्या हो रहा है अभी सीन में?
Comedy specials will not be a thing for much longer.
ओके,
People will not sit through an hour.
देखो वैसे तो आई थिंक डिमीनिंग होगा ये आपसे सवाल पूछना, लेकिन फिर भी क्या कैसे लिखते हैं एक जोक? क्या होता है जोक? क्या होता है वीर?
It is a tough question, but okay. It is usually the answer to the question,
ओके,
what everybody was thinking,
हाँ
or the direct opposite of what everybody was thinking.
सही है,
Those are the three things that a joke to me
Same.
can be.
सही है, सही
So it is either here's what's funny about this,
है।
here's the question we are all thinking of, and here's a possible answer to it. Here's what nobody is saying but everybody's thinking, or completely alienate the audience and go to battle and go absurdly in that direction where they all disagree with you. It's three things.
And if someone were to write their first 10 minutes, what would be two things you would tell them?
I should know you.
Okay.
I don't care if the joke is good. I should know you.
अच्छा, उसमें
I should
आदमी
know you
reflect
in
होना
4
चाहिए।
minutes.
अच्छा,
Well, fine, come up and be like,
वो तो एक मूवमेंट में भी you can know the person, वो तो आदमी का खेल है।
no, but I'm saying here, don't go up and be like, you know what's funny about cockroaches?
Oh,
Alright, say, I feel this way about cockroaches because of where I come from and my background, and in my house I saw the cockroach.
but there is a school of comedy which is not that.
Which is not that.
You believe and you
I believe.
like it.
Yeah, I like that.
Second,
Wait an unnatural amount of time before you speak. If you go up, you grab the mic, 5 सेकंड बात मत करो. Go up, grab the mic, स्टूल लो, यहाँ पर रखो, पानी डालो, एक एडजस्ट करो, माइक स्टैंड लो, यहाँ पर रखो, फिर ऑडियंस को देखो. You control the room. Half the comedians who come up are like, hi, good evening, and then they own you.
own the fucking space.
Own the fucking space. They will hear you when you are ready to have them hear you. I know you've only got 3 minutes. Waste 15 seconds.
सही है.
But it's yours.
What's the toughest thing in your art form?
Good question. I would say sickness is hard for comedy. Like doing a special around health, tough.
उपमन्यु ने किया था.
Around what?
अराउंड बेसिकली वो डॉक्टर के पास गया तो उसका एक फोड़ा था, उससे वो कैसे कैंसर तक बात पहुंच गई, वो उसने किया था.
There's a comedian called Keith Robinson.
ठीक है.
आप उसका special देख लो.
हाँ,
He had a stroke. And he's like a comedy seller का legend.
ठीक है, ठीक है, ठीक है.
Worked his way back to speech and wrote a special about the journey back to speech. It's on Netflix right now. यार तू देख. It is the funniest,
Keith Robinson.
edgiest, zero sympathy special you will ever see. That's the most beautiful way I've seen sickness tackled in comedy. It's amazing.
स्पेशल का नाम क्या? एक ही स्पेशल है? उनके तो बहुत सारे होंगे.
एक ही special.
एक ही स्पेशल किया.
If you get a stroke for Netflix, to
उसी
give
को
him
तो
a-
स्पेशल बोलते हैं यार, उसी को तो स्पेशल बोलते हैं जो एक किया हो, ये नहीं कि हर साल कर रहे हैं.
हाँ यार.
Can you be completely someone else on stage and absolutely another person on in life?
There are many comedians
Like,
who are
who are
Anthony Jeselnik again, sweetest guy in the world, not
Okay.
that guy on stage.
ठीक है.
Ricky Gervais,
हाँ.
very sweet
वो कौन है?
gentleman.
कार. What's his name?
George Carlin,
George Carlin नहीं. That
Jimmy Carr.
Jimmy Carr. Jimmy Carr looks
Same.
like a guy who would be sweet.
Bro, मैं जिमी कार से मिला हूँ मॉन्ट्रियल में
हाँ.
और हमने 10 सेकंड लाइक मेडिटेशन के बारे में बात किया है, टैटूज के बारे में बात किया है. ही इज
सही है.
नॉट दैट गाय ऑन स्टेज एट ऑल
हाँ.
अंडर एनी misconception.
How do good-looking men like you play a loser?
You get Amir Khan to produce it, but
Like in comedy, आपके लिए loser play करना थोड़ा मुश्किल नहीं हो गया?
Baba, let's be clear. I'm relatively good looking in comedy.
अरे यार.
I'm not actually good looking.
Who's better looking than you in the Indian comedy scene? मेरे को दो comedians बताओ.
Kenny.
But you have to be famous.
Kenny is damn famous.
I
Kenny
would-
Sebastian.
Only jokes यार.
हाँ,
Kenny
Kenny's damn famous. Kenny is
Kenny's
very
a
good
cutie.
looking.
Kenny's a cutie.
अपना Upmanyu is good looking यार. Abhishek Upmanyu.
Upmanyu is very good looking.
But also comedians have like आधे घंटे का hotness.
उसके बाद तो रियल होना पड़ेगा.
हाँ, उसके बाद real होना पड़ेगा. And then it's not what you see on stage. So I tell young comedians, I'm like, get her number in half an hour. and like kiss her in half an hour
Yeah.
or just leave. बिकॉज जो हाफ एन आवर के बाद तेरा ऑरा खत्म होने वाला है फॉर श्योर। तेरी असलियत, तेरी रिजेक्शन 10 साल का एटसेट्रा निकलने वाला है। सो जस्ट लीव इन हाफ एन आवर।
आप सिखाते हो?
Comedy?
हाँ, do you teach? Do you take workshops? Are you ever tempted?
I don't think you can teach comedy. You
Yeah,
can
but-
watch it. You have to be around it.
But whatever you can teach, I'm sure there's stuff in your profession, whatever your profession is, to teach.
I'm quite accessible to young comics.
Phone call.
Yeah.
क्या बात
When
कर
they're
रहे
in
हो?
trouble, definitely a phone call away. Okay, here's the playbook. Do you need money? Etc. But the best way to learn comedy is just to never leave the club. America, the one thing they do right is they make a struggling comic the doorman or the waiter at the comedy club. So you're just watching stand up 7 days a week.
आ ही जाएगा.
Comics in India find stardom way quicker than comics in the States. No? So then they observe less before
सही
they
है.
become stars.
And why is it important to observe a lot before you become a star?
Because you don't know the tricks. You don't know what works. You don't know what doesn't work. You don't know what a misdirect is. You don't know what a hard stop is. You don't know what an abandon is. These are things that you learn. I love an abandon. An abandon is a long premise and then you never do the joke. It's my favorite thing.
बेहतरीन चीज है.
बहुत बेहतरीन चीज़ है. I love a callback. If you notice my specials, they're all callbacks
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
end, etc.
Yeah.
You don't learn how to do callbacks until you watch greater comics do callbacks.
Or if you're just funny in life.
Yeah, but
I'm just joking.
Like-
no, I'm not comparing
You know-
being funny in life to the profession.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to compare.
But like other things you can learn, like don't repeat the premise too much. Where to
Okay.
put the mic stand.
Okay.
Nobody likes a comic who audience member yahan baitha hua is like, focus, like
Line
look
and
at people,
length. Line and length.
eye contact, pause, breathe. You get all of that shit from watching comics here.
And practice.
Bombing. You have to bomb.
अच्छा जरूरी है.
बहुत जरूरी.
वो
Patient.
rite of passage ही है.
I have to be patient to bomb for 15 minutes. And your gut has to be that strong to take it. उसमें से एक joke निकलेगा.
टेस्टिंग चल रही है.
And it's the worst thing in the world to bomb.
क्या होता है फिर? शरीर में क्या होता है? जब
See now, you know that one drop of this thing ki
बैग में.
back down to the ass cheeks, bro. Ass
Oh,
cheeks ke beech mein,
shit.
you know what I mean? Like that is great.
Oh shit. It tickles.
Goose flesh, dry throat.
Suicidal thoughts?
No,
No.
then don't do it at all. Alright, I'm sorry.
कपड़ों के बारे में बताओ. आज क्या पहना है आपने?
ये स्टाइलिस्ट ने दिया है. मैं खुद का स्वेटर है, खुद के पैंट्स हैं.
ठीक है. ये पैंट कहाँ से लिए यार?
Bro,
ये पैंट बहुत सही है वीर.
लद्दाख?
अच्छा.
हाँ, लद्दाख. Probably लद्दाख.
और शूज का क्या सीन है?
Shoes are every 2 pairs of shoes.
ये
So,
कौन से?
Converse.
अच्छा. ये कब लिए?
A year and a half ago.
ठीक है, ठीक है.
I have 2 pairs of Converse and a workout shoe.
सॉक्स दिखाओ.
Socks यार. गरम
नॉर्मल
Normal socks.
नॉर्मल अंकल सॉक्स.
Uncle socks. Do you wear cool socks?
No. Look at me यार.
कुछ लोग पहनते हैं ना
Look
happy
at me.
socks and all of that
No,
stuff.
I'm not 18 to 25. I'm not that demographic.
How do you feel about their fashion sense? They're very fashion focused.
यार बढ़िया लोग हैं, मतलब बेवकूफ से हैं, but बढ़िया हैं.
I like them more than your generation is between me and them.
हाँ. मेरी जनरेशन के बारे में बताओ, आपको क्या लगता है?
I like them more than you.
Which is fine because क्योंकि वो आपकी ऑडियंस है.
मेरे audience.
इसलिए भी.
No, they are more self-aware than you guys were.
हाँ. Of course.
You guys
वो
got
successively
हाँ,
बढ़ता रहता है.
You got the internet, but you kind of did the least imaginative shit with it. And then
Are you saying it to be personally? Veer?
no, I'm just saying .com boom, blah 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 blah,
सही है.
etc.
और अब क्या हो रहा है?
I like where they're at.
Like what about them and what about their movement?
Their cornerstone seems to be mental health.
Can this generation joke about mental health? Is what I want to know.
Their own.
हाँ, बड़े अवेयर है ना ये लोग. क्या मजाक उड़ा सकते हैं अपनी मेंटल हेल्थ का?
अपने आप का यार.
अपने खुद के सुसाइडल थॉट.
But not
Not
anybody else.
किसी और का तो नहीं करना भी
Yeah.
नहीं चाहिए.
But my anxiety is off the charts today, whatever.
हाँ.
You see a lot of that shit. I just don't think it's. I've not seen anything clever done with it
Yet.
yet. Given where we are headed, in terms of nobody knowing what's real anymore.
Yeah.
How do you think that affects you?
I love this movement that
Yeah.
we're going through. बहुत ही यार अभी तो बहुत सारी नज़रिए से आप ये भी देख सकते हो कि स्टेटस को चेंज हो रहा था 18-19 में और अभी जाके कुछ स्थिरता आती हुई दिखती है मुझे कुछ स्फीयर्स में, पर हर जगह मूवमेंट ही चल रही है. नो वन रियली नोज व्हाट्स गोइंग ऑन एंड आई फील लाइक दैट लीव्स अ होल स्पेस फॉर ऑब्जर्वेशन, अंडरस्टैंडिंग, मेकिंग जोक्स, making conversation.
But then there's no conversion point for development, no, like AQI आप देख लो, क्यों नहीं आए दिल्ली सड़कों पे AQI को लेकर? Commonwealth Games happened.
Crazy था
There
भाई,
was a conversion of conversation.
crazy था. सरकार गिराई थी यार हमने मिल के गिराया था. क्या करना है फिर as a citizen of India, वीरदास, tell me.
I'm just saying everybody has their own silo of truth, so nobody can rally behind the same thing. That's my point.
But ये तो truth सबको ही दिख रहा है ना AQI वाला.
AQI doesn't vote, no?
आपकी इमेजिनेशन में कभी हो सकता है कि दुनिया सड़क पे आ जाए और वायलेंस ही हो जाए? क्योंकि इनइक्वालिटी भी तो बढ़ रही है समाज में, इतने सारे इनजस्टिसेस होते हैं, हम लोग सड़क पे क्यों नहीं आते हैं? हम सब लोग पिसते हैं रोज, यू नो, अ लॉट ऑफ अस.
Do you feel like inequality इतना embedded है और normalized है कि उसके बारे में conversation थोड़ा cliched लगता है लोगों को? या उसके बारे में
अगर क्लीशेड लगता है तो जो कॉन्वर्सेशन करते हैं उनका ऑब्लिगेशन है कि वो और एंटरटेनिंगली करें उसको.
बिल्कुल, लेकिन क्या तुमको लगता है कि वो उसके बारे में कॉन्वर्सेशन ही एक प्रिविलेज को ट्रीट किया जाता है, लेबल किया जाता है?
क्या मतलब, मैं समझा नहीं दोबारा.
अरे तुम इनक्वालिटी की बात कर रहे हो, तुम तो
हाँ.
प्रिविलेज्ड होंगे, तुम क्या जानते हो?
हाँ हो सकता होगा.
क्योंकि जो आदमी
हो
इनक्वालिटी
सकता
के लोअर स्पेक्ट्रम पे है,
हाँ
उसके पास टाइम ही नहीं है ये कॉन्वर्सेशन करने के लिए.
सही है.
तुम्हारे पास टाइम है इनक्वालिटी के बारे में बात करने के लिए, तो तुम तो प्रिविलेज्ड हो ही, तो देन शट
सही
अप.
है, सही है.
आई फील लाइक दैट इज आल्सो अ साइकोसिस दैट हैपेंस.
हाँ पर फिर जिसका प्रिविलेज है ना उसको और इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ भी आना चाहिए उस कॉन्वर्सेशन में.
हाँ, but
ये भी मुझे लगता है कि बहुत एको चेम्बर में रहते हैं और साले.
it is a silo for sure, but I'm saying also have the freedom to get it wrong, no?
ये भी एक बात है. A generation has to die.
You think a
A
generation has to...
generation has to die.
I pick yours.
अरे मेरे वाले ही तो ठीक करेंगे. मेरे वालों से ज़्यादा सॉर्टेड तो कोई है ही नहीं. I think something happens to Indians when they're going through their late 20s and 30s.
पैसा आ जाता है, you settle, you bro, 40s are great, man. They're
Why?
really
Why?
great.
I
You
mean,
know
I
what?
think 30s are also great.
You know what you don't like?
Okay.
You are okay saying no
सही है.
in your 40s.
And what are 30s for?
The life experience you will gain to write about in your 40s.
सही है, सही है. तो अभी तो मस्ती करनी है. You have to be the football of society right now.
Bro, try everything, smoke everything, go everywhere, jump on everything, do everything in your 30s. In your 40s, you'll have unlimited content.
No, I plan this year to be that.
Right?
इलेक्शन लड़ना है यार. इलेक्शन
You
तो
wanna
बहुत
join?
जल्द, इलेक्शन बहुत जल्द लड़ना है. वो भी एक एक्सपीरियंस है. जीतना नहीं है, लड़ना है.
You'll start your own party
No, I'll be independent.
as an independent candidate. But for municipality,
Municipality.
you need a speech writer.
I can afford.
Bro,
I can afford an Emmy award.
It is sometimes I look at politicians
Yeah.
and I'm like, if they could just give me like half an hour now with that speech, like
कर तो बहुत कुछ दोगे.
you know, I could just give them some tweaks and some lines
सही है.
and just be like, for free, just take it here.
सही है.
It could be better. Do you have interviews where you're just like, I can't wait for this to be over?
You are you talking about this one or the other ones?
Whichever ones, you can tell me.
No, I'm
You
joking.
can call it quits, don't
I'm
worry.
अरे नहीं यार, वीर,
हाँ.
I'm joking यार. I like being funny.
I do too.
I like. Oh, you do?
You don't answer my messages, but that's fine.
अरे नहीं यार. एक तो मेरे फोन में Instagram नहीं है. I'm off Instagram.
Great.
I have a massive ass TV, iMac पड़ा हुआ है, iPad पड़ा हुआ है, वहाँ फोन पड़ा हुआ है.
You're struggling, यार.
Addict हूँ भाई मैं addict हो चुका हूँ वीर.
Alright. But who's your? Do you have those where you're just like, oh fuck, there's 2 more hours of this?
नहीं, वो उनके लिए मैं साइन अप ही नहीं करता हूँ. मैं
But how do you know?
यार मैं बहुत सेलेक्टिव करता हूँ. यार आपका काम देख के मुझे एक वाइब तो समझ आ जाती है.
But are you never surprised?
I am, but I'm never surprised by being bored of them, or it's always a learning here. If you could have a conversation with a dead person, who would it be?
Charlie Chaplin.
Why?
How to maintain optimism in art
Mm.
no matter what is happening. If you look at Chaplin, it's very tragic. देख लो, any Chaplin piece, even the one where he parodied Hitler, etc.
सही है.
is very tragic but
Tragedy
very
में चल रहा है.
hopeful. And I've never been able to crack quite that. Sometimes जब मैं tragedy के बारे में लिखता हूँ, I feel myself getting cynical or pessimistic. But to maintain hope,
Humor में आ जाओ. Humor और hope भी दे रहे हो.
it's very tough.
आंसू और स्माइल साथ में.
आंसू और स्माइल काफी लोग कर चुके हैं.
हाँ.
But to give you hope, आंसू और स्माइल can bring you down also, no बाबा?
सही है.
To give you
तो
hope,
hope का physically कैसे दिखता है?
You'll feel it when you Chaplin is about
Hope
the
feel
Great
करा दो.
Depression,
हाँ सही है.
one of the worst periods in their history, right?
सही है.
And yet you come out feeling hopeful about the Great Depression. It's a strange thing, yeah. I've never been able to crack it, ever. I'd love to see how he did that.
तो ये जो म्यूजिशियंस में जो डिस वगैरह होता है, ये
Hip hop में?
यहाँ ये भी थोड़ा, ये भी असली होता है या सच में लड़ रहे होते हैं? क्या क्या
like
सीन क्या होता है?
Drake and Kendrick Lamar or whatever.
वो तो लड़ाई लग रही है सच में।
हाँ,
हाँ
but India में I've not seen a beef. Or like
नहीं होते हैं, आपके लेवल पे नहीं होते होंगे आप, you know। जैसे वो सीधे मौत और किसका हुआ था, जो कश्मीर वाले लड़के थे, स्ट्रेट आउट ऑफ श्रीनगर। There was a beef between straight out of Srinagar and सीधे मौत।
but how much sex are these boys having?
Not enough clearly, not enough clearly।
Like you have to have more sex in life, then the anger will shoot out of you and less beefs will happen.
Best
I feel like
है।
it's like
सब
early
अच्छा sex कर
20s, yeah, you know, londa bazi.
सब अच्छा सेक्स कर ले तो दुनिया तो ठीक रहेगी,
अरे bro,
है ना? आपने कब ऐसा सेक्स किया कि दिमाग ही ऐसा हो गया कि डूड, यू नो, इट्स लवली मैन? आपका कब हुआ?
no re. I treat sex like a stand-up comedy show. I'm just like, I hope it was worth it. Please return.
I don't know how to end it।
It'll be cheaper next time, I promise you.
I'll play a small instrument to end it।
I hope I don't get cancelled from this venue. So yeah.
No,
No re.
no,
Confidence not good for comedy.
नहीं, I'm saying, will you not talk about sex in general?
I do on stage.
आपका कब पर्सपेक्टिव चेंज हुआ सेक्स को लेके? बिकॉज शुरू में तो अच्छा सेक्स मिलने में थोड़ा टाइम लग जाता है।
तो
आपका
कॉमिक
शुरू
क्या, नहीं तो कॉमिक बनेगा नहीं यार। सेक्स मिलने से कोई कॉमिक बनता नहीं है, नहीं मिलने से कॉमिक बनता है।
सही है।
It's rejection that gets you into it, but I
And
don't
that's
know.
across the board?
No, comic is either coolest kid in school or uncoolest kid in school.
बेस्ट है।
I'm the
Extremely-
uncoolest, but the head boy of my school is a comic यार, पापा सीजे।
अच्छा, वो सेम स्कूल डीपीएस नोएडा?
हाँ, सनार का हेड बॉय था।
ये कब, ये क्या है? ये दो अलग अलग है
हाँ।
या एक है?
नहीं, अलग अलग है।
अच्छा
This is Tibetan.
अच्छा,
I won't tell you what it means.
ठीक है, छोड़ो।
But this is how I make decisions.
हाँ, हाउ डू यू मेक डिसीजंस?
Humility,
हाँ,
courage, silence,
Oof.
honesty, patience, creativity. If I'm ever really confused कि क्या करना चाहिए, I'll take a drop of water,
हाँ।
close my eyes and think about it. Wherever the drop lands, I'll just do that.
Do you have a dropper for this shit?
No,
अच्छा,
just think about it.
हाँ,
Wherever it goes, I'll do that. So if it is creativity, I'll write about it. If it is courage, I'll fight. If it's humility, I'll shut the fuck up.
ये आपने डिजाइन किया है? ऑलरेडी कोई प्रख्यात डिजाइन है ये?
मैंने design.
और तो ये चीज क्या है ये
It's a like a timer or like a.
सही है।
But these are values that are important to me.
और ये कहाँ बने ये दोनों?
ये बना प्राग में।
बेहतरीन। बोर हो रहे थे?
हाँ।
जब बोर हो रहे थे।
ये बना fuck एडिनब्रो स्कॉटलैंड में। नहीं
हाँ।
सॉरी, ये बना स्कॉटलैंड में।
ओके,
ये बना fuck यार किधर बनाया मैंने? लंदन। ये वाला लंदन,
ठीक है।
शिकागो,
हाँ,
बैंकॉक,
अच्छा,
इंडिया।
और ये वाला दिखा रहे थे आप?
This is a stupa in Ladakh where
बेहतरीन।
I was on a bike. एक hailstorm आ गया था
हाँ।
and I just kind of hid underneath one of those rock stupas for 3 hours and had a really honest conversation with myself. So just to remind myself of what I said.
और ये लद्दाख में बना है?
I go to Ladakh once a year by myself.
What month?
Changes. June, July, August, somewhere there.
लास्ट ईयर कब गए?
June, I
You have
think.
friends. You go alone. How much time?
8 days. Enfield 350. I stay in a tent by the river.
बेहतरीन।
I bathe once in those 8 days and
How many times do you poop is the question.
But
You poop every day?
I poop every day.
Like
I
in
poop
life?
twice a day.
You poop twice a day?
Yeah. Twice a day बनता है रे.
सिगरेट से प्रेशर बन जाता है?
नहीं.
जॉइंट से बनता ना?
I'm a OPP.
ओपीपी क्या होता है?
One push potty.
One push potty.
I don't struggle. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
But then do you sit like Shah Rukh Khan to read for like?
No, fuck
नहीं?
that. No.
One push potty.
One
सारी.
push potty. सब कुछ.
However many.
However many.
Indian कभी भी किया है?
पूरा boarding school, पूरा DPS
अच्छा.
नोएडा सब कुछ. Indian यार.
Indian.
If you want to talk about the worst part of touring the world, it's कि jet spray नहीं मिलता.
Paper.
I can't do paper.
कभी तो किया पेपर? लास्ट टाइम
हाँ,
कब किया था
करना
सिर्फ पेपर?
I can't travel with the portable bidet
Yeah.
because
Portable bidet would be funny man.
you know I don't have check-in luggage.
तू कस्टम बोलेगा सैंड भी लाया, बिडे भी
I
लाया।
don't have check-in luggage, no.
अच्छा हैंड में
तो
तो
हैंड में तो USA, sir, this is a at airport. I can't do that. So
सही है।
I've lost track of time, dude. Promoting a movie is a weird thing. It's exhausting.
इतना क्यों प्रमोट करना पड़ता है वीर?
हमने कहाँ किया है?
क्या मतलब?
मैं कॉलेज के बच्चों को दिखा रहा हूँ अपना मूवी. So I'm doing like a IIT screening and all of that stuff. But I don't know if it will work or not. But जाऊँगा तो I'm taking some swings.
Good luck man.
Thank you, man.
Good luck with that वीर. No dude. The thing that I think I respect the most about you is that you seem to be an independent soul, which is, I mean, whatever that means. But
Yeah.
I resonate with that and I respect that a lot.
Thank you, man.
I
And good luck with your, like, I love the fact that you are just like, here's my life. Do other shit.
Yeah.
It's liberating as fuck, man. I hope it works out for you.
चलते रहना चाहिए,
Yeah, man.
काम करते रहना चाहिए.
My man.
You have been generous with your time. You
Don't
have
be
been
silly.
honest with your views, and
Thank
you've
you.
been vulnerable with your feelings. I love it.
It is fun.
ये कैमरा है वीर.
ये कैमरा, अरे
इसमें बोल दो सब्सक्राइब कर. अपनी फिल्म का बोलो पहले तो. सब्सक्राइब तो जिसने करना कर लेगा, नहीं करना होगा प्लीज कर लो.
हेलो, हैप्पी पटेल, खतरनाक जासूस, January 16 theaters, small film, big swings, जान लगा दी फिल्म में, 7 action sequences, 14 original pieces of music, mad cast.
एल्बम तो बिकेगी महंगी. एल्बम से तो कमाओगे.
I hope so.
सही है.
I hope so. Please like and subscribe to this channel where many people have done less bouncy things than we have done right now.
And now give me a sound for pollution.
A sound for pollution.
Yeah.
Explain what you
Just make a sound when I say pollution.
mean. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Pollution.
There we go.